This is not another one of those videos bashing Sword and Shield, so if you came for that, I'm sorry to disappoint you. Rather, we're going to be talking about those people who bash on the games. Now, let's be real, these videos are pretty formulaic and generic. They take that trailer aired back in February and nitpick the same 5 to 7 things, pretty much saying, this Chingaling is 5 frames per second. This game is going to suck, don't spend your money. If you look at it, you'll get AIDS. That is essentially not what they're saying, but what these videos more or less feel like. They are bashing these games before they even come out, and a lot of them are just pretty much putting an extremely negative damper on these games, and they are not even giving it a chance. Let alone, keep in mind, this game has not even come out yet, and this game has not even had a second gameplay trailer. People are just taking this more or less beta gameplay trailer and nitpicking it to death like it is the final game. And that is just not good for so many reasons. And I'm not going to sit here and act like Game Freak is the perfect company who has made knockout games every single time. I think we can all agree they've been lacking. Their game's been a little bit off for the past couple of years. But let's give them a chance, because if you've realized something, ever since X and Y, in my opinion, they have slowly but surely been taking the right steps into getting Pokemon back on track. With each and every game, they are slowly but surely improving. They're just breaking a couple of eggs to make a very good Pokemon game omelet. Terrible analogies aside, that's pretty much half the video right there. But what I really want to get to is certain videos talking about these big ass expectations they have for the games, like these 5 things I want in Pokemon Legends Arceus, naming a bunch of fucking random ass things. And the problem with these videos, well, first of all, I want to say that there is no problem inherently with making these videos. If you want to voice your hopes, you know, that's cool, that's good, you know, that's fun and all. But in combination with bashing these games in a negative manner, it is setting these games up for absolute failure. Let me explain. So pretty much put it within one of these typical videos, they're treating it like it is going to be Breath of the Wild. And I hate to break a lot of hearts, but yes, this game looks similar, it has a similar feel to Breath of the Wild, but it will never be a Breath of the Wild. Very little games can stack up to Breath of the Wild. So putting it on that comparable pedestal, first of all, is setting people up for failure. They're saying, we want these interactive things, these dungeons. And yes, it would be nice. It would be cool if they were able to do that. But we all know that's not going to happen. Once again, the original tone with these games was cautious optimism. And I think people are just taking it to the, extreme ladder with the optimism. And they're replacing cautiousness with negativity, which is just a really bad combination, because essentially you forge a narrative of, if this game is not exactly how I idealize it, this game will be a utter failure and waste of money in my eyes. And that is just not a good thing to do. People are not taking these games for what they are. Rather, they are taking these games for what they want them to be. And that was a big issue with Sword and Shield, and that is exactly why that game failed in the eyes of the Pokemon fanbase. Now, granted, no National Dex had a big role to play in that, but the other half, people, well, essentially thought what Breath of the Wild, what Legends Arceus is now, people were thinking that was going to be Sword and Shield. They had this big, fancy, idealistic version of Sword and Shield, and when they got Sword and Shield, they were just disappointed. And I think that's what people are doing with Pokemon Legends Arceus right now. They are not taking these games for what they are. Rather, they are looking for it as their dream Pokemon game. And once again, I like the optimism, I like the fake people having Game Freak, but let's be cautiously optimistic. Let's keep real. We've only seen one gameplay trailer, and let's just take it. That's all we know. All we know is this game has something to do with Arceus. You're going to go catching Pokemon, and you can battle, and most likely will be able to train them up. That's all we have right now, and let's just keep it at that. Let's not go crazy, and trust me, the fake leaks are not helping with that at all. But that is a completely different fish to fry. That was not pronounced correctly. Anyways, that's pretty much my thoughts to say. And just to recap, there is nothing wrong with voicing your hopes or your criticisms of the game so far. Rather, I think people are either taking their optimism or their negativity to an extreme, and that is just not good, because it's either letting you know that this game is going to be terrible no matter what, or unless this game is exactly how I view it, it is going to be terrible, and that is just a combination setting yourself up for strictly failure. That is pretty much it. If you want to hear me rant a little bit more on these new Pokemon games, let me know, and I will certainly let you all know I will probably be making a lot of Legends Arceus content, granted that the game is extremely interactive and or fun. That is pretty much it. Have a good day.